Dead bodies all around. Donovan lies unconscious on the ground. In the past half a minute, you've seen maybe 10 or so thugs fall to your swords and various weapons and Aldis's arcane magics. And we're at the top of the turn order with Donovan making a death saving throw.
Yes, sir. I'm using my inspiration. Donovan's fighting as blood lets out onto the cobblestone of this alleyway from multiple wounds suffered at the hands of these assassins. He clings to life. Here we go.
As the battle rages around him, he's laying in between two dead bodies. Their blood intermixing on the ground.
Oh, it didn't
Yes.
roll. It didn't roll with advantage. I'll take it without the
You still
advantage.
got 13, yeah.
Yeah, I'm stable. I can't do anything.
Stabilized with 1 hit point.
0, but I can't. I'm unconscious. I can't do anything, but I'm stable. I'm not. I don't have to make death saves anymore unless I get attacked again.
All right, Joanna, you look over and see Donovan gurgle a little breath. You happen to catch that amidst the fray here. And would lead you to believe that possibly he has not quite died from those wounds.
Oh god. Does an 11 hit?
11. Who are you trying to hit?
The
Let's see.
one that's like over the body.
11 does hit.
Oh my god. Okay.
Describe that.
So
hit.
my first hit is to this guy who I know I've hit a couple times already, who's over this this other body. And it looks like I do some pretty significant damage. 8 plus 9. What is that? 17? So I don't know how much health he has left, but I know that I've wounded him. So I'm just trying to like bring him down with Azarej onto the body, hopefully bringing him down to the body so they can both lay on top of each other. So I'm pulling Azarej down, sort of like, let's say, in the middle of his chest, trying to pull him down.
Nice. And point that guy out again. So
It's this guy. He's over the dead body.
I see him.
It's like right in front of me.
17 damage. I see it. Let's put. Oh, he is dead. Wait, is that the?
Okay, yeah. So I brought him down fully with Azarej onto the other body, and then I'm gonna, with my extra attack, go for the guy who's directly next to me on the other side.
Yeah.
I see it.
And 17 damage again to that guy.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's got. 17. Minus 17 to him. Alright, he stumbles back with a serious wound and blood issuing forth from it. This guy right here raises a crossbow directly at you, Bix.
Yay.
Oh, hitting you for 2 piercing damage, it looks like. How many hit points you got left, Bix?
More than 2. That's always good.
Okay, so then, let's see. Rhea, your turn.
I want to attack one of the ones closer to me. So let's say this one here, between
Okay.
Aldous and I.
See him. He looks like he's been pretty badly wounded himself. His piece of his armor is hanging off. It's getting in the way of him swinging his mace.
And does a 7 hit?
Does not.
Okay. With my bonus action then,
Yes.
I'd like to heal Donovan.
Nice.
Yeah.
You reach over, saying a word of faith, calling upon the power of Duara to bring her healing spirit to one of your comrades laying on the ground. Donovan.
Let me roll that.
While you're doing that, oh, that same guy actually gets to take an attack. So let's see what he does. And as you reach a hand over towards Donovan, he swings his mace at you, Rhea. Missing you.
Yeah, there's that good AC. Thank you, Rhea.
You're very welcome.
This guy right next to him, looking pretty healthy, also swings at you, Rhea.
Oh my god, they really think they can take her.
Missing you again. And yes, it seems this armor that Rhea has done has really paid off. These thugs recognized Rhea as one of the primary threats, which does impart their expertise as well. But little did they know that she was bolstered by these magical items, and they have not been able to breach her armor much. Alright, I think that guy went... Wait, 1, 2... Third one. Another one swings on you, Rhea.
I could just see Rhea with her shield, like dunk, 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 like a fire plug. That's the shit. Shit.
I'm almost getting annoyed at this point.
Ooh, that was close.
And looking quite frustrated, like knowing he's landed, like these guys are rolling 17, 8, 19. And so masterfully swinging on you, but not being able to break your defenses. Bitch, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use my maul on this one.
Smush him.
Whoa.
Nat 20.
Oh, shit!
Wow. Point out which one again so I can roll the damage.
This guy.
Whoa, 16 damage. All right, the only guy on you. Got it.
Is he dead? Did I kill him?
He is dead.
Cool. Gonna do a he's dead dance.
You smack him with your maul. 6 hard buckle.
That's awesome. You drive his neck down into his chest. Boom!
Yeah. And now I'm doing a he's dead dance.
Well done, thanks.
Alright, Bitch's turn. This guy can leave the turn because he's dead. You killed him. Killed him. Aldous, your turn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try to relieve Rhea of some of these guys surrounding her, so I'm gonna target the one like closest to me with Eldritch Blast. So I'm out of spell slots.
Damn, that went quick.
Did you hear that ululating in the soundtrack? Who was that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Ululating.
I didn't hear it.
It's like...
Oh.
All right. 22. On which one, Aldous?
So it's actually the damage will be 20 actually, but it's on the one closest to me.
This one here. And he falls to your. Describe that, how this thug falls to your Eldritch Blast.
So sort of like frantically, like I'm looking around, seeing like people are kind of like low on stamina. I turn upwards to the guy in front of me and basically just like put my hand in his face and blast him.
Nice. All right. And this guy swings on Joanna for a change. I think missing.
No, he got me. I'm 16.
Oh shit, you're hurt too.
For 3.
I'll have to heal us all up, the AoE, when I can.
Swing at you again. Oh. 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm almost at 0.
Oh.
Wait,
Oh no.
oh, that was this guy. Shit. Okay.
Joanna stumbles back, recognizing that she has been damaged pretty severely. All right, I think we're at the top of the turn order, Donovan.
Let's summon the guard. Donovan will shoot up off the cobblestone, flinging blood. And just in time to see Joanna get thwacked twice. Not even taking the time to pick up my rapier or dagger. I'm from the seated position here on the cobblestone. I'm going to draw both my pistols and fire on the one directly in front of me. This one.
Nice.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, man.
Right. First shot. Oh, that's a miss. Second shot. Come on. Boom! Boom!
Big hit.
Nice.
23 hits. 2 echoing shots.
And you hear, yes, reverberating off the buildings in this empty street called Weeping Maiden's Run.
Echoing all around. Boom, boom, boom. 6 points of damage. To kill him?
Which, this guy, it does not kill him, but his body falls back with the impact of your blast, and everyone kind of like starts. You can even feel it, even yourself. You know, the jarring action of the explosive even takes you aback a little bit still, Donovan. All right, so 6 damage. Wait, 6 damage?
Yep, total.
Duly noted. Joanna, it's your turn again.
I'm gonna go for this same guy. Because I hit him before, Donovan's hit him again. Surely he's wounded, so...
You got him. Yeah.
14 for this guy right next to me.
14 damage, and he falls with the motion of your axe named Azur Edge. He falls with the motion of the axe straight to the ground.
Amazing. On my second... Okay, so... quickly... I'm gonna go for the guy that's right next to him.
Whoa!
hitting him for another 11 damage. This guy that's in between Rhea and I. Yeah.
He seems very concerned, but you do not slay him with this hit.
Okay.
He is also bleeding profusely. And he looks frightened. They all start to... And you scan the faces, the battlefield here. Every face you see the look of fear. The look that you would expect someone to have if they were in between a rock and a hard place, that if they don't defeat these foes, dying is better than going back to your masters saying that you failed. It seems like that's the look of fear they have in their eyes, Joanna. And alright, that should be Joanna's turn. Unless you move or anything. You moving? Any other actions, Joanna?
Yeah, I think I am gonna move back. I don't think there's any behind me, so I'm just gonna take a few steps back, just so I can be out of. Because I'm feeling it now. All of my wounds and everything. So I'm imagining that I'm going back to sort of like catch my breath.
Okay. And when you go over in that direction, you catch out of the corner of your eye, Joanna, the body of Vivette Blackwater does that same gurgling thing that Donovan did just moments ago.
What?
And
Hit her.
it seems like maybe the last breaths of life are still within her.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
And Bix, you see this character here pull something out of his pocket and put it up against, in the middle of the air, actually, his hand facing this tower here. And you see, almost like going into a pool of water, you see this figure move through the force field that you are aware is around this facility. And he moves into the landscape immediately around the tower, beyond this force field.
Okay, so I yell to see if anyone else saw that while describing what I just saw. And since we have to go to the trial soon, I can't follow him, but I keep it in the back of my head for when we come back to save Harlow. We should definitely keep that in mind.
Ray, it's your turn.
I want to start off with attacking this one right here. I think is weak.
He does look very weakened and frightened.
Totally miss.
Unbelievable.
And then with my bonus action, I want to cast Mass Healing Word, so heal up pretty much all of us.
Wow.
Yeah, everyone in the party, including myself.
Verbal component, what do you say, Raya?
I kind of put my hands together and say a prayer in Dwarven. And
nice.
You see this energy flow from around me and instantly feel relief and feel a lot better.
What language can we most closely associate with the Dwarven language, like for our own reference? Raya, what do you think? What language can we imagine?
I mean, I think Dwarvish is a language itself, so I'm not sure of a specific.
I was
like, are you saying to compare?
Comparison.
Yeah, I don't know. Just think similar to Elvish and Lord of the Rings. I don't know.
Welsh.
Yeah.
Welsh or Scottish with a little bit of Klingon. That's probably more.
Yeah,
work.
definitely not just an accent, but there's
Nice.
definitely
Whatever Irish people speak.
There we
Irish?
go.
What is it? Gaelic?
Yeah.
yeah. There you
That's
go.
a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one. Well, as you call out words of restoration, your comrades that you can see within range, which they all are, gain their hit points back. 1d4 plus your spell. Has everyone calculated that and added it by now?
Doing it now. Thank you, Rhea. That's awesome.
You're welcome.
I went from death's door to actually being able
This
to fight
guy's
again.
dead. This guy. Almost answering your prayer, the thug right in front of you, Rhea, lashes out at you with his mace. Narrowly missing you. Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Gotta roll an 18.
And then
He's-
wasn't this armor magical and we just like don't know yet? Or no?
Yeah, you knew
It
what
was.
he said it was magical. So, but I think he. Once you get attuned to it, you'll know what it is. I think we said it was. Already
Yeah.
knew what it
Yeah,
was.
+1.
Yeah, +1.
Plus one
Okay.
playmail.
And the shield
And
is magical too.
he looks surprised, like that should have hit you. And now he looks like he's not surprised that this one, well, if I didn't hit him that time, I'm not going to be able to hit him. And now he looks like he's looking for a space of egress here. And he does, and he runs in the direction of the tower. And let's see, who next? That guy, this guy.
What? They're all running
Wait,
to the
oh,
tower?
I think you killed this guy. You killed that guy, right? Right here?
Yeah, he's no, yeah, that one's dead.
Did we?
No,
That was the
one's
one
still alive. This
I
is-
attacked one and missed. Yeah,
Yeah, that one's
one's
still
Oh,
still
maybe
alive.
he's still alive. I didn't have him here. Let me
Yeah,
take it
I
off.
think he's barely hanging
he's-
on by a thread. but
He's very
alive.
wounded. He's actually on the ground, swinging up at you, crawling away from you, Rhea. But he takes one last final swing of desperation. Without the advantage of his... Oh, and he hits you! Holy shit!
hit you in the foot.
Without advantage, because there's no pack tactics going on, because no one else is around. He happens to, from the ground, hit you for 4 bludgeoning damage, Rhea.
That's fine. It's only 4. But I commend him for making that hit, though.
He was laying on the ground. He came up under your shield.
And the
last guy's dead though. The last guy in the turn order. Oh wait, yeah, that guy just went.
he's gone.
It's Bix's turn.
So you just see this guy. He's out of breath. He's bleeding profusely, and he's crawling, facing you, but crawling on his hindquarters, like away, pushing himself on the ground away from the group of you, moving in this direction. This guy. And you start with the quiet. Now that that's all you hear is this guy panting. You start to hear the sounds of the city come back into earshot.
Quite literally.
And you hear a siren that you know and associate immediately with the city watch, most likely responding to the gun blasts. You hear one high-pitched whistle come from one direction, and another different pitch whistle come from another direction, as if they're trying to triangulate where this blast might have come and where to meet to respond to it.
As soon as there's like some like silence or it seems like we're not in the heat of combat, I'm gonna like yell to Joanna, like, to check on Vivette. To like make sure that she like doesn't.
It was actually your turn next too, and it doesn't matter. It all kind of happened at once, and you do that, and you say whatever you want. Discuss amongst yourselves for a moment. I will return 20 seconds.
Aldous, you better come over here, because I think this bitch is breathing right now.
let me see. I don't know. Depending if we're still in like, are we still in combat?
No.
I mean,
No.
said
Okay.
no.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come over to Joanna.
I don't know how this happened, but I'm pretty sure we killed her.
Maybe she's only half dead.
You can't go to bed dead. What is that?
Maybe she woke up dead.
How you go to bed? How do you wake up dead? How you go to bed dead?
She might have some kind of magic item that prevented her from totally dying. Because that's something that can happen.
I felt pretty confident.
I want to like question this girl, so I'm like, I'm gonna go
almost
over
like,
there.
can we restrain her at all? I mean, I know she's like wounded. If she
Yeah, I mean that's what
woke
I'm
up
saying.
from
I
dying.
have hold person, and the range is 60 feet.
Well, she's
Ooh.
she's not running or anything. She's just like moving around like she's not dead.
She's not running, but she's had a history of running away from us. So
Yeah, we don't want her.
Since the guard's coming and I can make it seem like we didn't just kill a bunch of people, I could use my handcuffs to arrest her, and like we could also use her to figure out how to get inside later.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I say like arrest her. Yeah.
You remember
I was just saying I can't move to arrest her anyway, but yeah. I'm doing that.
Well, this might come in handy because if she's light-footed, then Rhea probably needs to. You said you can hold from 60 feet away.
Yeah, I can cast hold person.
You need to get her ass.
Yeah, if she's trying to run, then yeah.
Well, you know from experience twice that she was
she's pretty
known to be light-footed. But she's in bad shape. She's clinging to life like Donovan was moments ago. And you hear the din of the streets start to come within earshot. And you hear another one of those city watch whistles, as if they haven't quite found the source of those gun blasts. You know, sometimes these city watch can stumble down several alleys before finding their targets. Donovan,
it's a big city. Bix, did you see how those two that ran past the barrier? How did they get past the barrier?
I don't know. They had a badge similar to mine, and they just held it up and went through the barrier.
I'm gonna immediately set to searching the dead bodies right there around me. Trying searching before the guards come.
The one that we didn't completely kill, that was army crawling. We could use him to our advantage to figure out how they did it.
Oh yeah, right. So I'm gonna start searching those guys if we want to try and catch that other guy that's crawling away.
I was closest, so I could try to get him.
I'm going to be looking for anything that looks like a badge. Just throw up an investigation check.
You start searching these bodies, or what?
Yeah, the bodies.
You start searching the bodies. Donovan.
Would trying to catch the crawling guy be a specific role?
No, it'd be simple as moving up to him probably and then rolling a strength check to pin him to the ground or something
Wait,
similar. Whatever you
already on the
decide.
ground, but let's roll a strength check anyway.
All right, move up to him.
Okay.
Get him, Bix.
Can't really move my person.
You can't?
No.
Oh, crap.
But he's going after this one.
There, yeah, he's set up wrong. Hold on. It doesn't matter. So you move him up. There, I changed him. You should be able to move him now.
Okay.
And what do? Put your boot on him?
Yeah, and then I also use my manacles.
Nice.
And like,
Take him into custody, do you, Bix?
yeah. And I have a one-liner, but I have to make it D&D, so I'll get back to you when I get that figured out.
Yeah, we're working with the watch now. This is gonna look good in court, Ray. This is gonna look good in court.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this guy is out of breath and heavily wounded under Bix's boot, you see. Aldous is over by the vet, who's like, seems to be regaining consciousness, Aldous.
I'll definitely be like looking to Joanna to like restrain her in some way. So we can like I mean like Donovan said, I think having her in like our custody or being able to like turn her in would be like a positive thing for us.
Should I restrain her or should Rhea hold person?
Okay,
Well-
yeah. What did we decide on?
We could do that, or Bix had handcuffs, I think.
Right.
Which
Make it
would
look like we did a citizen's arrest.
Yeah, it would look more formal, and like having the handcuffs would help, in my opinion.
And like Bix is from the City Watch, so
Bix-
it's like it's
Bix
not
is
even a
actually-
citizen arrest.
Yeah, it's actually an arrest.
Yeah.
I say we do that.
If Bix is taking them in anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, nice. What do you do to secure the vet?
Does anyone have a rope? We can tie her with a rope, and I could, like, cop hold both of them.
No, handcuff them to each other. Frisk her for
Okay.
Frisk her for weapons too. Make sure she doesn't have anything hidden on her person.
Hey Joanna, do you want to frisk her?
Go ahead.
Trying, like, I'm trying to be gentlemanly.
No, it's all right, Bix. You know you want to do it. Go ahead.
I can do it. I can't say I'll be ungentlemanly when I do it.
I'll do it as soon as I'm done over here. I'll do it.
No, I can search her body. Would I have to roll for that?
You can roll for it, but you don't have to roll for it.
Oh.
And so before you reach over, so Joanna, you're approaching Aldous and Vivette.
Yes.
So you start to hear Vivette addressing Aldous, and then she also, her eyes roll back from the back of her head as she's talking, starts to talk. Spare my life. I'll help you however I can. Don't kill me. And she holds a hand up. And then she's holding her hand up towards Aldous. And then she moves her hand over in front of Joanna and says, "You. I know you. From the seas."
It looks like you two would know each other.
Whatever you think you know about me, you're probably wrong.
Oh, love that.
Surely you would spare a fellow sister of the seas and grant me Another chance.
You're asking the wrong person, because if it were up to, I'm not lawful
Her chest
good.
is heaving.
I'm pretty neutral most of the time, and if it were up to me, you'd be dead. She's not convincing the right person. I feel like Aldous would be the person to try and convince.
She's trying to regain her breath, and her chest is heaving as you address her.
I've seen so much death on the battlefield, it's not affecting me.
I love it. I just like want to get like answers from her. I'm like, why were you here? It's like you knew that we were going to be here.
So if Aldous wants answers, then maybe I would be like, okay, maybe you shouldn't have to die, I guess, because now Aldous is like my friend. So if I have no loyalties to you, where I don't really care if you live or die.
All right. What was Aldous' question to the vet?
I just want to ask, like, why are you waiting for us here? It's like you knew we were going to be here. You obviously have something to do with the tower.
Came to our doorstep. You're asking me how we found you?
Yeah.
We saw you out the window.
The window of the tower? You've been in the towers?
I don't... What do you even know?
I don't know. Tell me what I should know.
Why are you even at the towers? Oh, Manchun will certainly have my head, she says.
I wish he would. I would love to see it. But like but I'm pretty sure you know why we're here. We're here because you have one of our party members hostage in the towers. Or Manchun, okay?
Yes. Yes. She is held in the tower.
Okay.
And
How do we get in?
Her shirt is all ripped from combat, and she's trying to catch her breath amidst trying to talk her way into saving her life. You'd need a pass amulet to get through the force field.
Okay, give me yours.
Roll a charisma check, Aldous.
Whip out your tail, Alice, and search her with it.
There you go. That's even better.
I'm gonna roll with advantage.
Man,
with
I'm
my
not
inspiration.
I'm out of beer.
Aww.
I gotta go get one.
15's good.
She reaches into her pocket and holds out a little velvet sack, tiny little pouch.
I'll snatch it like immediately, kind of being annoyed. I'll to sort of like conclude the interaction, I'm gonna say, don't worry, we're not gonna kill you. But you will meet your justice.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to like hold her by her whatever she's wearing. I guess her like upper collar. And
You grab her shirt and it tears completely away, exposing her bare breasts.
Well,
Go
I want to
on.
grab her hair, but
Not knowing your own strength.
Ray with another.
You
good
grab
one.
a bit of her hair. You grab a bit of her hair with the shirt too.
yeah, I'm gonna imagine that she didn't completely fall from her shirt coming down, and I'm still kind of holding her by her hair, and I'm like, "Listen, bitch,
Donovan's
you
gonna-
ran away from us twice before, and you're real lucky you're alive right now." And I'm gonna throw her back down so she falls back on the ground.
That's exactly what happens.
Oh.
She did roll a 22 on her charisma check, if that means anything to
She's
anyone.
still alive.
Yeah, she's
That's
still
what I
alive,
mean.
right?
I think it would make sense that she convinced Aldous to spare her life more than me. But as soon as
Yeah.
Aldous said we're sparing her life, then I would be like, okay, that makes sense.
You're like, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to searching now. I'll stop watching and go back to searching. Right, with
Donovan,
the line
Donovan,
of
out the corner of your eye, you see, you see what apparently is Joanna tearing the clothes off the top of.
Man, I should be involved in this interrogation.
Should we
Donovan's
bring her
gonna
over
be
to
like,
Vic?
how do you know each other?
Donovan stops searching immediately. Goes over
Yeah.
there.
How do you know each other on the ship at the sea? What happened?
You guys were on a ship like by yourselves for like a really long time.
I was a little bi-curious.
Hey, I'm not judging. I can tell. It's great. This is a judgment-free zone. Hey, do I find any of these little velvet pouches on these dead guys?
You do, Donovan.
Yeah, I'm gonna find enough for the group because there's a lot of dead bodies around here. I'm simply looking for those.
You only find one other.
Oof.
They don't all have them.
All right. I'll hand it to Rhea. Yeah, this is for safekeeping. I'm gonna go help with the strip search.
I'm grabbing a beer.
It's probably,
Okay, I put it in my backpack.
This is gonna get us, or at least you, through the barrier. Then I'm gonna crack my knuckles. And
I'll yell to Donovan.
Help Joanna. Here, I'll hold her. You search her.
After you come over, I'll yell to you. I'll say, I got the girl's badge.
All right, that's two. Hopefully these badges, if they open a portal, I don't know if we want to risk trying to get in right this second, because the guard could come upon us like quick now because they're closing in on us. I can hear the whistles. We may want to save this for right after the court hearing. Although we should use this to our advantage here. We were just attacked and yet again nearly assassinated. We got a member of the town, or the city watch with us, and arresting the ones that didn't fight to the death. This will give us a chance to question the vet later. If she's taken into custody, I'll look at Bix. Bix, I'm hoping you have the authority to get a chance to interrogate her. Although,
Yeah, I can. I have my ways.
although we got the information, she confirmed that Harlow's in there, so at least we know we're barking up the right tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can get in, so it's a matter of time.
Does she know exactly where the child is?
She said in the tower, but I think there's more than one tower.
Yeah.
That's why if we get a chance to, if we can get through this court hearing, maybe we can get a chance to
You look up.
interrogate her.
You look up, you see two towers, and people have referred to it as Colat Towers.
Do you think we should keep her around long enough so she can tell us exactly which tower?
I think you should hand them over to the watch. Tell them what we did here. Tell them we were attacked and they attempted to assassinate us because of this investigation into finding our missing friend, and then hold her and the other one for questioning. Right? You could probably do that, right?
Yep.
Your city watch.
Yep, I can do that.
Just show them that badge. I mean, not the badge I just gave Rhea, but the other badge.
Okay.
And this is actually...
And I guess...
This couldn't have been better timing, because here we are, yet again attacked in the city streets of Waterdeep. Going in from a court all banged up, bandaged and bloodied. Thanks again for saving my shit there, Rhea.
Anytime.
If there's a church to your god or goddess, you can count on a tithe from me. Is there a church to his or her goddess in Waterdeep?
No. You know of you heard of a multi denominational temple.
My tie will go right to Rhea.
There's like a pecking order, and like these different faiths rent space. Some of them have been there for eons. Others are like newly emerging faiths take up residency on like the first floor, and the more entrenched a faith is, the higher floor they occupy on this temple that you've heard of. You're not sure where it is, but you probably the dwarven gods are represented in there somewhere in the city. So, Rhea, you notice a group of city watch down an alley. You just see them as if they're searching for something, but they haven't happened upon this square. And you see them pass through a neighboring alley, and they just move out of sight. And you guys, there's now, it's the morning time, and people are taking to the streets, and you see carriages moving up into this area, moving by you at this point, and there are dead bodies in the street.
We should just.
I asked the group. I'm like, should we get the watch and let them know and try to frame it, or should we just like try to flee and take off?
Did you see the watch?
Yeah, they're just around the corner.
Right.
If we wanted to take off, we have just a second, but we need to decide right now.
I say we turn them over.
Yeah, I would since I'm already the watch, I would say like you guys go ahead and meet you guys at court, and I can handle this.
Okay.
Are you gonna shackle the two of them together? I'll tell Bix like, hey, this one's fast on her feet. Don't let her take advantage.
Yeah. So like, I'm guessing you guys probably already bought Bavette over to me already. Cool.
Yeah.
And since her shirt got ripped off, I take off my shirt and put it over top of her because modesty. And
very good, Vix. 5 more experience points for you.
It's a whole 15 tonight.
Very nice.
And
it wasn't just gratuitous. There are opportunities to prove your moral this character, makeup and whatnot.
Yeah. And basically I just wait for you guys, and I wait for the watch, and then yeah, that's really it for now.
All right, eventually if you wait, you wait how long? 10 minutes you guys are going to hang out here while people
I'll go get them if you guys. I don't have any problem with seeing the watch. Like, I knew it when I shot those guns.
If you want to go find the watch, you see them. Rhea noticed them scouring the neighboring alleys and stuff.
I mean, if you guys
find them. You find them, as soon as you want to. So within minutes, I assume you decided to do that?
Yeah, are you guys cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
That's fine.
In this case, we got nothing to hide, so.
And you're on this map here. Weeping Maidens Run.
I'll run down where Rhea pointed and look for this group of guards when I see them. Over here! Guardsmen! Watch! Over here! I'll shout at them.
And the kind of limp body of Vivette Blackwater, she says to you, oh, good. I don't want to go down in history having died on Weeping Maiden's Run.
That's a good one. You should keep that.
Thank you. All right, so you meet with the watch. They hear your story. They believe you. Bix is there, so they address him immediately. What do you tell them?
Let me
Mainly,
see. So
mainly.
I mean,
Yeah, go
we
ahead.
I feel like we shouldn't be like coy about it necessarily because we were here with Olcoria, like one
Well,
of somebody from our party was kidnapped, so we were trying to like look into that, and when Olcoria left, we were attacked by
yeah,
the Scent,
she wanted to
and
be left out about the though that she was with us before the trial because she's got
oh
her.
right, yeah. Well, then we can just say that like we were like inquiring about our
Yeah,
friend being kidnapped.
evidence
Yeah.
led us here to Colat Towers, and we
As
were.
soon as you mention the piece about fallen thugs and stuff, the main guard person sends the rest of his group over towards the area with the dead bodies. And he hears your story and believes you completely. He's addressing Bix as, a peer and says, "Well, we better get you to that trial then if that's soon. Would you like an escort?"
Sure, that sounds great.
And he
Yeah.
eyes up to his men and he says, "These two guard will accompany you there."
Okay. Come on, boys.
All right.
All right, so you take to the streets of where you headed directly.
Right to the courthouse.
Okay, it's in the North Ward. You were instructed to go to the same courthouse you uh, had been to before, and the streets are busy when they're crowded. And do you leave Vivette in their custody at that point, or are you keeping her with you?
I handed her off to the guards, but I told them to take care of her until I could question her.
Okay, so that's what they do. So it's just the group of you, and you can tell me your route to the North Ward, or I can assume a path of least resistance route
Yeah, I
myself.
mean, I'm assuming we'll just take like the main road, like the high road, and
Yeah, way of the dragon
um,
to the high road.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever Google Maps says is quickest.
Where is it in the North Ward?
It is in this square here. I tried to center the map. I'm not sure if that worked for everyone, and now I'm pinging it.
Hang on.
Yeah, I
And
don't see it.
oh, am I in the wrong?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I see it. Not too far from Troll Skull. That's where the courthouse is?
Yep.
How convenient.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's right around this area here.
And you remember Okoria saying something to the effect of that your case being heard in the North Ward was a benefit to you because um, Blackwell's Union being rooted at Troll Skull Alley, Troll Skull Manor, and their recent popularity with the common folk as an up and coming adventuring troupe doing good for the city, that would play well for you there. Where, as opposed to being the dock ward where they could give a crap.
Mhm.
And you come upon that square where the courthouse is, and you see a large crowd outside. You hear some chanting as you get closer. And everyone make a perception check. Joanna, there's a ton of people here. It's really annoying that people are bumping into you walking on the street. Dix, you notice they are chanting the chanting you hear from afar. Are they saying Blackwell's Union? Blackwell's Union. Blackwell's Union. Blackwell's Union. And now you get closer to the square, you see people holding signs with posters on the top of them,
Like I make a joke to
holding them
Donovan.
up and down with the beat of the Blackwell's Union. Blackwell's Union.
I can make a
Wow.
joke to Donovan, like, how I always knew you were a popular one, but I didn't think you were this popular.
No, I think that sign says burn them.
And you see a large crowd around the courthouse, the outside of the courthouse.
Wow.
No way.
I was not expecting that.
Dude. I expected a gallows. With 5 nooses. Well, 4. Yeah, at least, Bix, you were around for most of this, the ugliness, so you're safe. Not that there was any ugliness, but we were framed.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Donovan's gonna try to find a female fan and swoon her.
I'm gonna, yeah. In preparation for that, I'm gonna take out my quill and wet the end of it because I'm gonna be signing various body parts and whatnot as we pass through the crowd. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't get that. We're not this popular in Trollskin. Lift your spirits in the tavern. This is great. We must have really. You know what it was? It was. I forget whose idea was it to bring the Seed Maidens Fair up here. Was it Harlow's? I don't know. It was a good idea.
I think that was
It was
yours.
yours.
Oh, well then, yes, it
Thanks.
was mine. Totally mine. Yeah, we brought some, and all the heroics around the bombing. This is paying off. Like this is actually working. Floon said it would work. He wasn't full of shit.
Yeah, Floon was right about something.
But we haven't escaped the hangman just yet. It's curious to see what the prosecutor. But enjoy our fame on the way into the courthouse. I'll start chanting, Blackwell's Union, we're here! Blackwell's Union. I'm gonna eat this shit up. Ride this wave while it lasts, because tomorrow...
You catch a couple of people's attention if you actually do that.
Yeah.
And let me see these checks here.
Should I try and win over the crowd, guys? Or somebody... No, does somebody want to try and win these people over?
I think you should be the person to do it, Donovan.
Yeah, you're a people person.
Because I feel like I'm gonna actually be like low-key hiding my face. Because I don't want to like be perceived because I still have this like weird relationship with the source of my magic, so I don't want people asking questions.
I won't
you
bring
know?
up, don't worry. I'm not going to bring up your tail. You're good. Don't worry.
There they are! You hear someone.
Here we
from out the
are!
crowd. Blackwell's, and there's a group of them with signs.
I'll wait until we're just getting up to the courthouse before I turn around and with my friends and those that want to like kind of rush into the courthouse and not be part of it. That's totally understandable because I'll probably embarrass myself. But
Then you hear out, boo! Boo!
Hey.
Seems like there's some naysayers in
get
the
him!
crowd.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, get him! You hear someone say. And you see maybe some shuffling in the crowd over there, like someone might be giving each other a hard time. And as you scan this crowd, it does appear that there are some pro-Blackwell's Union people in the crowd and some anti-Blackwell's Union people in the crowd. Regardless, that you should have any kind of notoriety like this is kind of funny.
Good and bad. And there's no such thing as bad press.
Speaking of the press,
I
Donovan,
had a feeling you'd say that.
The broadsheets.
Ah, Blackwell's Union. Nep steps in. And he's got a scroll and he's writing down. So, how are you going to answer the charges?
The charges. Trumped up nonsense. We're innocent of any of these things, and it'll be proven in court. Worry you not. And to all you here to support us today, I'm going to roll my persuasion. If you're here to support us, you're more than welcome, and lift your spirits following this farce of a trial, where I'll treat each and every one of you to your first drink. Bottom shelf booze only.
It's Donovan, right?
Yes, I'm Donovan, yes.
Donovan. He goes to shake your hand. Do you shake his hand? He aggressively goes to grab your hand.
Yeah,
He explains he's Nep Stepson of the Daily Trumpet. Local news and gossip of questionable authenticity. Ah, surely I jest. How do you answer the charges, Blackwell's Union?
Nonsense. They're utter nonsense. We're heroes here, only seeking to bring that which benefits the North Ward.
He writes down, he's seemingly writing down every word you say.
Revitalizing business, saving orphans, finding those responsible for the bombing at Trollskull Alley. These are things that we are going to do. Donovan, it's D-O.
I can see the headline now, Nep says. And he puts his hand as if he's painting in the sky. Blackwell's Union saves the city. I can see it now.
I don't know about the whole city, but maybe the North Ward. You're welcome to finish this interview at Lift Your Spirits. Dinner's on me.
Coming through. He starts like clearing a path in the crowd so you can make your way in. And introducing himself to people as he goes through the crowd. Nep Stepson, Daily Trumpet. Blackwell's Union, coming through.
I'll be on the lookout for any young noble ladies with waving.
You see some batting their eyes at you. As soon as you look for them, you find them, Donovan.
Hey, if we're not hung after this, lift your spirits, Trollskull Manor. Ask for me.
And you make your way through the crowd.
I will tell the reporter, too. Hey, by the way, I'm not the only proprietor. And all of the union is just what you see here. Well, minus one. But that'll be explained in the trial.
And Donovan, you spot an individual. Rhea actually spots an individual who seems to be motioning towards the group of you.
He's got a gun.
Do I happen to recognize them?
You don't. Looks like a Waterdeep commoner, as far as you know.
Shit, are they going to try and kill us right out here in the open? Fuck.
And you see this person attempt to throw something at you, the group of you. And it completely misses you, but it does hit another commoner in the side of the head and explodes on the side of their head in a spray of red.
Wow.
And at first, you think, oh, gosh, a bloody mess. To suddenly realize it was probably a rotten tomato. And you see a scuffle start to happen right in your immediate area where this tomato explodes on the side of the head of another individual. And people start fighting all around you. As Nep steps in, he's diminutive, by the way, about the size of Harlow. But he's trying to clear you guys a path to the front door, and successfully so.
He's a hobbit, right?
He is, but he's very charismatic and very persistent. And he helps you guys carve a path. Do you follow him through this crowd, through this path he is blazing through the crowd?
And it's leading to the courthouse, like leading inside, right?
Apparently so. He's trying to get you inside the courthouse.
Yeah. I kind of motion to the group, like, kind of follow me.
All right,
I'm
you
staying close. I don't want to be in this crowd for long.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit with anything.
No
he
more
does
than
quickly
trash.
get you through the crowd. Donovan, before you slip into these doors, you look back at this throng of people in support and against Blackwell's Union. Anything to address the crowd before these doors shut behind you?
No, Donovan's gonna soak that in for a second. All of this attention, this is the most attention Donovan's ever had in his short orphan life. Like, I can't believe this. Even the people that hate us for whatever reason, I can imagine there's reasons, but and I'll wave at the cutest, the fairest of maidens in the front row. I'll point at her, and then go back inside.
She flutters her eyes at you.
I'll save my bullshit for inside the courthouse.
Turns to her friends and giggles. All right, courthouse. All right.
What a dump.
You've been here before. And there are guards immediately as you go in. And the first guard you meet says, well, Blackwell's Union, I suppose.
Yeah, that's us.
Over to the desk. And he motions towards this desk with a couple more guards at it.
Yes, sir. I say, like, awkwardly.
Oh, I was looking at the back room. The front room's not so bad. Yeah, let's sign in. I don't see myself on the map, by the way.
Oh, no Donovan.
This place is, well, I can tell each of you, the back rooms are shitty, so we want to do our best to try to avoid getting sentenced here.
Are you there now?
Yep. I can't, oh, hold on, yeah, I can. I'm sorry, I can't move myself, though.
Oh, boy.
Same seas.
So I drag over the token, but it doesn't come over as you. I just got
me. It's cool.
No, I got it. Let's change it right here. All right, you should be good.
Good.
All right. Yeah, you'll have to check your weapons. And they ask you all for your weapons the guys at the front door, the guards at the front door motion you towards the desk. And I imagine one by one you approach the desk.
Okay.
But you tell me.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep.
I can't move.
I just can't wait to see Joanna put Azarej on the desk.
I'll sort of nervously just like pat my person and be like, I don't have any weapons, actually.
And the guard kind of chuckles and like, I believe you. And just motions towards the courtroom. And one by one, they say, courthouse policy, must give up all your weapons at the desk.
Of course. Surrender everything. Oh, be careful with these. I'll take off my gun belt and my bandolier.
He eyes you suspiciously, Donovan. He looks at the guns, takes them from you.
Yeah, I'm going to get those back, right?
Of course, sir. And
I'm going to stand there until Joanna gives Azarej over because I'm leaning on the counter because I want to see that happen.
Joanna, you're the last one to approach the desk. And the guard asks you to relinquish your weapons to them.
I had trouble with this last time because I know that Azarej kind of sticks to me, but I'll imagine that as I'm trying to put it down on the desk, it sort of just like sticks to the ground and doesn't move, and no one can pick it up.
It slams to the ground, and the wooden floor reverberates. It feels like the whole building probably fell. And you know that it won't move.
I'll just kind of shrug.
You know, aren't you going to put that someplace safe?
It's not going anywhere.
No,
He does try to move it,
I was
and it
talking
does
to
not.
him.
It doesn't move.
All right, I'll chuckle because I wanted to see that guy try and pick it up, and then I'll follow the rest of the group.
He did try. It didn't move. All right.
Wait, is Bix gonna come in with us? I'll stop Bix and be like, "Hey, Bix, like, you should be in the courtroom, but you know you're not really part of this until the end."
Yeah, I mean, I'm there, but I can't move my token.
I just, I don't. None of
familiar.
what happened at Growlhund Estate had nothing to do with you. Shit, I just saw you again for the first time in years, just less than a few days ago. So, but it'd be great to have your support in the back. Can't hurt to have a friend in the City Watch supporting us amongst the crowd.
Yeah, I'll be there for you guys. I can be a character witness.
Good.
Thanks, Bix.
I'll look at the other guys.
I like Bix's voice.
I told you guys. I told you he was a good guy. You see
I'll
what he-
be there.
Told you.
Yeah.
Told you he's a good guy. All right, let's get in there.
All right. Well, the guards, and you also see a couple of clerks, several guards, and they motion after you give them your weapons, they motion towards the courtroom doors.
Since I was the first to go through
You are.
to the desk, I will follow actually no, I fully don't want to be the first. So like
All right, I'll walk. I'll be like, I got this. I'll walk in first now, but don't fall too far.
okay, good.
I'll walk in and walk. I've been in the defendant chair before for pickpocketing. And,
Aldous, Donovan.
yeah, we're all here with the exception of Harlow, but that'll probably be a matter to be brought up in court today. And I'll motion at the wounds and then point at Joanna, who's covered in dried blood.
So you see Ocoria Stonemare as soon as you go in. She says, Blackwell's Union. Aldous. Good. Plenty of time to review any particulars we might think might be pertinent to the case. I can't say it's a foregone conclusion, but I would say the odds are certainly in your favor.
That's good to hear.
It is important that I understand the circumstances surrounding the last several 10 days and what the group of you have been involved in and who you've been exposed to. So we'll review that momentarily. But get comfortable. We will probably be here for the better part of a couple of hours. And there are a couple of things I think we may be able to bend in our favor, or your favor. First of which is I can talk to the Magister about allowing us to argue first, or the defense, the prosecution to argue first. How would you have it?
I honestly don't have much experience with these things, and I'll turn to Donovan and say, Donnie, do you have a recommendation at all?
I do. Given my experience in the courtroom, while brief, it's best to see what they have before we show what we have. If they go first, then we know what we're facing.
Exactly.
I say we do that then.
Yes, that is a reasonable approach. She says, discuss amongst yourselves. I'm going to come up with some kind of... want to review, like I said, the past several 10 days of what the group of you have been involved in. I'm going to go ask to speak to the Magister now. and see if I can persuade them to allow us to respond to the allegations. That does seem reasonable. So she takes her leave.
I
She
might be able to
bows.
help. I'll hold up my purse. Might be able to help with that. Chink, chink, chink.
That's already been handled, but do appreciate it.
Good, because
Um,
only 5
would you like to accompany me, Donovan?
I'll look at everybody else. You know what? It's probably best that we get our stories straight here, as several of my new friends here, several members of the union, weren't present for how this all started. So, if we could, because I think it would be.
She leaves a couple of quill pens and some parchment and says, I recommend you make a flow chart that we may refer to so we can keep our stories straight. I will go ask for the favor, and I'll be back to review it with you. So she takes her leave and moves over to this area, which is what you imagine to be where the Magister has his office. And I'm going to put up a flow chart for you guys. Maybe we can organize.
Sadly, for some of you guys weren't here at the very beginning.
Yeah, Donovan, you can be our scribe.
Okay. Is that who's this in the center of this square right here? That's Growlhund.
Orin
That's
Growlhund.
Growlhund, yeah.
All right. So, and that's
I'll set this up however you guys
that's
want.
a nimble right
but
there. I don't see any other tokens though. Just those 2 tokens.
I'll put them up as you request them, depending on what you want to address. But I figure our 50th episode. Oh, I made a 50th episode thing. Where is it? I figure it'd be a good time to understand exactly what we're dealing with. Ta-da! Episode 50.
Ta-da! There it is.
All right. So Okoria expects you to arrange some kind of understanding of the events surrounding the accusations of you murdering Orin Grailhunt. So, as simple or complex as it may be, how do you want to present that to her? Because she indicated she's going to, when she returns from the Magister's office right now, she's going to want to review it with you.
Well, if she wants to know how we got to Growlhund, we'd probably have to start at the beginning or work backwards from Growlhund to that, which would be, the Nimble Right's already up there. That would be the thing. Zardo's Zord and the Nimble Right were what led us to Growlhund, so right underneath him, those 2 things would probably be.
Zord, yes. Let me find Zord here.
Right? Am I missing something? Because I don't have the clearest recollection of everything, but does that sound right to you guys?
Yeah.
Where's my Zord?
Because prior to that was the bombing of Troll Skull Alley that led us to the Nimble Rights, that led us to eventually, among several leads that we had, led us to Growlhund Estate. And then we just happened during the investigation, we stumbled upon an assassination attempt by either Xanathar or Manchun's Zentarim. And I guess we could put those 2 on the top because they go all the way too. We could put Xanathar in the center square and Manchun, and well, we don't know. Do we know what Manchun looks like?
I don't think so.
I don't think we've.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Whoa.
Aldous, make a history check.
Ah!
Okay.
What was that?
Xanathar scary.
That's
Scary.
yeah.
Okay.
I knew he was a beholder, but he looks really angry. We definitely-
So, yes, you've heard of Manchun, Aldous.
Mm-hmm.
And Donovan, you've heard stories of a mythical leader of the old Zentarum named Manchun.
Good, perfect skill.
Aldous, you know that the original Manchun was long dead.
Mm-hmm.
But before he died, he made several clones of himself. And those clones have gone on to do a great many things. Such as build a stronghold called Zentil Keep, where the old Zentarum still thrives. But you know these clones of Manchun do exist. And here, let me pull up Manchun's token. You know him to look like a middle-aged to younger man with long black hair. You also know him to be missing an arm. And in place of that arm is a mechanical arm, or magical, you're not sure. But you've heard his arm has been replaced somehow. I can't search for stuff tonight. All right, so you would put Manchun as a major antagonist here? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
We want to avoid making Castellar look like shit, at least for now.
Mm.
At least until we get the stone. Now look at him. Looks like Elvis Presley. Oh no, he's a little bit more.
He's like vampiric. He has
Yeah.
long black hair. Yeah.
Alright. Let's go my size. Alright. So we got
So
these three. And
Are you going to mention anything about what happened at Growlhund Villa, such as
Erstal? Well, we stumbled upon his dead body. Wait, nobody witnessed that, right? Yeah, we only want to admit to what we have to. Now, you know what? We were trying to defend Growlhund. These assassins came and we fought them. So Erstal was, I guess he was probably Zen. I mean, Donovan knows, right? He was Zen.
Okoria comes walking out of the Magister's office.
Shit, we're not ready yet.
And she says, I have spoken to the Magister.
Need more gold.
Okoria. It was quite easy
What do you mean?
to have the Magister agree to have you argue second.
Good.
But I do have a sneaking suspicion it'll be difficult to persuade the Magister to give us any further advantages in this trial. Another thing I may be able to talk him into is if you are allowed to speak all together or individually.
No, we definitely want to speak all together.
Yeah.
You're all in agreement. You should all be.
And by
Yeah.
all together, I mean I want Donovan to speak for me.
No. No, you don't. God, I don't want to be responsible for us all getting hung.
You are well-spoken. You know how to
Yeah.
persuade people, Donovan, so it's not surprising that
He
I'd
should be
say
our
you're the
representation.
Yeah, you're the most charismatic out of this.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not, but I'm also the most full of shit. You all know that. Like,
Donovan, all lawyers are full of shit.
yeah, well, I can't argue. I can't argue with that. Yeah, well said. Perhaps in another way. Shit, man. I want to read that or drink that potion that I've got. Then I should do that soon.
Oh, you got some go-go juice?
Yeah, I got that potion of. What's that potion I took? Potion of mind reading. Maybe that'll give us a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, that's smart.
Ooh, throw that up in the chat.
Yeah, I don't have it. I can find it, I guess. But I'm looking for it right now in the book. So, but it was the only potion I took for this purpose, for this specifically.
So Olcoria starts looking over your notes that you have, and she says, "What do you know of this name Manchun?" And she eyes you curiously, with one eye closed and the other one squinting.
Oh, Alice can answer that.
Yeah, so I'll basically like relate what you just told me, DM, and especially sort of like connecting them with him with the Zentarim and like our previous dealings with them.
Yes,
Like
I'm
we seem
aware.
to be constantly involved.
I'm aware of his dealings with the Zentarim. He is a leader of the old Zentarim. And you think Harlow is being held by Manchun?
I mean, all signs point to that because, and I'll sort of like lean in to Olcoria because I know she doesn't want people to know that she was with us this morning, but I'll say like in hushed tones really close to her so hopefully none of the guards can hear that like after she left the Zentarim attacked us and some of them made their way back into Kolat Towers.
Why would Manchun be after the group of you?
That's a good question.
Because we're investigating the war between the Zentarim and Xanathar's guild.
Right.
Interesting. It doesn't add up.
Wait,
And,
which part?
well, that simply investigating the war between Xanathar and the Zentarim should garner you the attention of Manchun himself.
Oh no, well it certainly
Doesn't add up.
It's more. Oh, we've been more than a thorn in both Xanathar and Manchun's side since the very beginning, which is why I should probably start at the beginning when most of the Union wasn't even present for some of the things that led up to this nightmare. Blackwell's Union has a long history with both of the guilds and the war on the streets in Waterdeep. As I'm sure the magistrate themselves has seen in the broadsheets daily. The war has been waged openly on the streets here in Waterdeep, in every ward.
Do you think that Manchun may be interested in the Stone of Galore?
Wait, how do you know about that?
I know a great many things, Donovan.
Shit, well, we were trying not to bring up the stone. Yes, we're seeking this stone, and we do think that Manchun could perhaps have some information about it.
This is very troublesome news.
Seeking the eyes is what we're doing.
This is very troublesome news.
Why?
I was aware of your group searching for this artifact, but the fact that it has gotten the attention of, and just the existence of Manchun in the city. This information will be of great import to Laurel Silverhand and the authorities. If Manchun is in Kolat Towers, the full force of the city will come against him. He's a very dangerous being. So yes, I do believe he is after the stone.
We all are. Wait, do I get the feeling she knows about the stone? Wait, she doesn't know we have the stone.
I know about the stone, and I know that Rhea carries it.
Oh shit. I'm sorry if I. Wait, I didn't mean to lie to you. You're my lawyer. I should be. You know what? From here on out, I'm totally honest with you. Yes, we have the stone, but there's more to the stone than just the stone. There's pieces of it, and Xanathar and Manchun could very well be in possession of those pieces. I'll look.
So what do you know of Xanathar?
An age-old guild, thieves in competition with the Zents, also thieves. Both of them want the stone for a reason that we haven't quite deducted yet.
Well,
We're just interested as heroes in stopping the war in the street, victimizing innocent folk. And I think that Growlhun could have been tied into part of that, but that's not what led us there. The Nimble rights, that's what led us to Growlhun.
I'm going to attempt to argue with the Magister for you to respond as a group instead of individually. Excuse me. And she takes her leave and goes back to the Magister's office and leaves you to your devices once again. And while you are doing that, another people start entering the courtroom.
You guys don't want me to do this. I'm a fuck up. Like they handed me fucking Troll Skull. Like I don't even know how to run it in. Shit, I haven't looked at the books in 2 weeks. God knows, for all I know, they're about to repossess the place.
Donovan is losing his shit. He looks really nervous, and he got extremely nervous at the mention of him being the main representative of the group in this proceedings. You see this person walk in, and he looks familiar. You're not sure if you can recall where you've seen him before, Donovan, but you know you have. And he walks in and takes a seat.
I haven't seen him at the local porn shop or brothel, have I? Shit.
He sits in this seat facing the Magister's desk and proceeds to lay out a folder and take out of a bag several parchments, lays them out uniformly in front of him while the group of you discuss this.
Is that the prosecutor?
Do I know that? Can
Probably.
I roll my, investigation. I've sat in here in criminal hearings. Is that where the prosecutor?
Yeah,
sits?
roll something to like a wisdom check or something.
11.
You can't quite remember who it is, Donovan. You know it. You know this person, though. You've seen him before.
I think I did.
He looks like he was in Polar Express. Doesn't he?
He does. I think I dated his daughter. Shit, which isn't good news for the rest of you.
And then the doors swing open, smacking against the wall, and you see bigger than life, with a belly laugh, Mert walk into the room. Ah, Aldous!
Oh, Mert, thank God you're here.
He does like a arm stretched out wide, obviously not intending to hug you, but motioning like hug, like air hug kind of thing. Good to see you, my friends. I hope you're feeling well. This can be stressful.
Yeah, I mean, we're feeling well enough considering the circumstances, but
Oh,
thanks for coming.
the group of you look worse for the wear. Oh, did no one prompt you to make yourselves presentable?
No, we were attacked on our way here. Could I have
You
a
were
glass of
attacked.
water? Is there a bailiff? I need a glass. Yeah, we were attacked. On our way here, no less. By more assassins, Mert.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised. More Zentarum, I assume.
In this case.
My young adventurers, always getting into trouble. So, how do you feel about your case today?
Well, they're gonna hang us. Do you know the judge?
I don't know who's been assigned to this node, but Okori is on it, right? She's talking with him now. She must be. She's not here.
She's not exactly inspirational in her conversations with him, but it's good that you're here.
Speaking of which,
Did they bring me a glass or a goblet or something to drink water out of? When I request it from the bailiff or one of these guards?
you go up to a guard, ask them for water. Yes, it takes them a couple of minutes, but they go out and they'll come back within a few minutes with
Okay.
water.
This potion doesn't last long, which means that I'm gonna have to be able to consume it in the middle of all this bullshit. So
Okoria comes out of the strides confidently out of the Magister's office and says, "Good news. Magister will allow you to respond as a group instead of individually. Are there any other? I'm feeling good about my rapport with the Magister. Is there anything else? Mert, good to see you. What do you think would help the group in these proceedings? Any ideas, Black Worlds Union?"
yeah, where's Gelester and Captain Staggett? Barnabas, Rainier, and Neverember. These were I sent them all notice. Do you think they didn't get them?
All right. Mert says, "Oh, I did see Rainier out in the crowd. Talking to some young ladies."
Fucker. Do you think it'd be worthwhile to bring his whorish ass in here?
And stepping out of the doorway, Mert moves aside for the door to allow this person to walk in with two children in tow.
Oh boy.
Fuck. Should have brought the orphans. God damn it. Should have thought of the children. Shit.
But this is also a situation where we were like helping out. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
With a right behind the children is
Oh
a
my
familiar
Oh my god.
face.
Ugh.
Does anyone recall who this group of people are?
Well, it's the Growlhund wife and their like bodyguard, I'm assuming.
It is Harbaz.
And
the
we saw
bodyguard.
we saw both of them when we were in the villa, and they like didn't even let us speak. They just like assumed that we were like part of the people who were
They're trying to
breaking in.
They're trying to pass us off as the killers. They're the ones that killed him, and they're trying to make us look like the killers.
Mm.
That's why they just attacked.
Yeah, I mean, just as fair of an argument, in my opinion.
You've never met Oren Growlhund. You never saw him
Yeah,
the
he
night
was
at
never there. They
Growlhund
still
Walk.
haven't found a body.
But you do remember seeing a large painting on the wall of Yala and Oren Growlhund. And now that you see her in the flesh, you remember vividly the picture of them together. Large, bigger than life oil painting.
Weren't we fighting and we saw them
Mm-hmm.
like run away? Okay.
Oh wait, we saw the two. Yeah, not the husband, but yeah,
Yeah, the two of
they took
them.
off.
Yeah.
They sent their guards on us.
All you saw of Oren was in a painting, actually. He was never on the scene proper.
They killed him.
So this family and bodyguard take their seat. Um, and this individual gets up and moves over to them and starts
He is the prosecutor.
conversing with them.
He's probably. Did he ever prosecute me on pickpocketing and shit like that?
Donovan, roll another wisdom. Roll a wisdom check.
Come on, intelligence, maybe.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not wise, but I'm smart.
A name pops into your head.
Emic friend. He's the one. Fucking spent 2 weeks in jail. I didn't even pick his pocket. I mean, I was there for it, but I didn't do it.
No, that's not it.
Oh shit.
You clear that thought from your head. No. Oh, Henrik Froon, the other tavern owner on the other side of Troll Skull Alley that wanted to own Troll Skull Manor and has had it out for you ever since you took ownership of it. Apparently, he's moonlighting as lawyer.
We're fucked. I won't.
And he looks over as you put it together. He looks over at you while he's talking to this family, and meets your eye.
I'll wave, and then. Fuck. Shit. He's the competition. I just figured it out. I mean, he's forgettable. Look at him. Shit. He owns a tavern across the street from Troll Skull. He's.
More people walk in as that's happening, such as Barnabas Blastwind and his dutiful scribe and companion Seth Cromley, sorry. Seth Cromley.
Hey, yo, Albus. We could use their help.
Yeah, for sure.
You see two orderly looking people in white robes lead a feeble dwarf to sit in the back pew. Oh, what the hell? That just. And this dwarf, who looks like he's seen better days, his jaw is kind of hanging. There's a little green liquid coming out of his nose. And these orderlies sit down next to him.
I recognize him. I'll sort of like lean over to Donovan and say, "Isn't that your old friend?"
Shit, that's Otto. Fuck, he's a mess. He met that fate at the hands of the Mind Flayers and Intellect Devourers when we were searching for Floon in Xanathar's pit. Fuck.
Then you see a well-dressed, noble-looking person.
Oh, is it a woman?
It is.
Oh, shit.
Walks in and immediately makes eye
Oh my
contact with the group
God.
of you.
My girl.
Oh my god.
Is it Calista?
That is here. Roll a wisdom or intelligence check, Donovan.
Wait,
Oh my god. Crazy ass.
wait, you guys, we know. Oh,
Donovan can't put it together. Who is that? I recognize.
I'm gonna roll.
Oh shit!
It's
How do you not
It's
remember?
the painter. Holy
I
shit.
just don't remember her name.
And
It's Colleen.
Kalain. Fuck, there
Kalain.
you go. Good job,
She
Harlow.
swaggers into the courtroom and takes a seat right next to Otto. There's a divider there, but she sits down next to him and just kind of takes note that he's
That's either gonna
challenged.
really help us or really hurt us.
Then you see, you hear honk honk honk, Honk, honk. And you see a group of clowns stroll into the courtroom.
Holy shit.
Is that the guy from the fair?
Mm,
I'm gonna get put away for bullying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Donovan, you see this individual walk into the courtroom. And you know him very well. Sergeant Staggett.
I'll pat him on the shoulder. Thanks.
Ah, good to see you, Donovan.
It's really good to see you.
Well, I'll do my best. Mert told me you needed a good word.
Man, just tell the truth. And drinks are on me. I'll smile at him.
And he turns and starts talking to Barnabas Blastwind.
That
You have a future in politics, Donovan.
Another person walks in.
Like, might be able to hook you up with the.
And the courtroom starts to fill with familiar faces.
I knew that elf.
And let's see. This person walks in.
Hey, look, Dad's here. Yeah, that's the shit.
And right behind him,
Father, mother.
Are they allowed to be here? Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
Why
help
not?
us. They're business owners in the North Ward. They certainly can't.
where's my baby?
I'm right
The
here,
woman
mommy.
And she runs to meet. She runs on her tall shoes
Get stuck
with
on
her gown flowing behind her and says, what an awful mess, my baby.
Oh, I'm so sorry, mother.
Father, save our boy. Save my baby, she says. And Mr. Blackwell's, oh, of course, I'll do whatever I can. Aldous, are you okay? Good to see you, boy.
Oh, I'm fine. Thanks, Father. Just, yeah, thank you for being here. I hope that it'll turn out all right.
And you hear honk, 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 honk. The clowns are like clowning around on the other side of the room.
Holy shit, this is literally turning into a circus. We got the drooling madman, the crazy. Oh no.
It's a reunion.
No.
And then you see this person walk in.
Which side is she gonna sit on? Don't do it, bitch.
It's 10:30,
Yeah.
so I'm going to wrap it up. But the court date is beginning in earnest. And when we return next week,
Filling up.
it'll be fun to resolve the...
At this rate, I'm hoping everybody that shows up is there for our support.
You can see there's some people talking on the other side. Those clowns, actually, you notice, why are they on the other side of the room? We were good with the clowns, aren't we? It rings through someone's head. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't remember us doing anything.
I only
That's
remember
fun.
robbing a clown for a circus ticket, but that's another.
Oh, right.
No, that's no.
It's just a misunderstanding.
That's no reason. Yeah.
You look up and you catch the eye, as you think of that, you catch the eye of McFroon. I'll leave you with that image and we'll
Wow.
What a mouth. Fuck you. Shit.
I'm gonna call Elwood. She's gonna save us.
Good.
Yeah, get her here.
Shit.
I actually don't have to rush off tonight, but I am going to end the session here just so we have a nice square spot to pick up from.
Yes.
I was not
But-
expecting this.
Love you guys.
Great.
Thanks
Love
for
you
showing up
too.
again. You're the best.
Yeah,
Great
Thank
time.
you.
Great time.
You know it.
See you, kids.
See ya.
Thank you.
Later.